This computer. Okay, good. I would like to welcome once again all of you for this self-awareness and SWOT analysis session. Before this, we had a good discussion about the opening thought where we learned about self, the acronym of self, say yes to your life, evaluate, liberate, and also fall in love. That's the acronym of self. And now I would like to share a few more additional insight about the self-awareness and also the SWOT analysis. I would like to thank Dr. Alex and also my friend Alfred for making all this happening. Being sitting on the other side of the world and then connecting with the students at Bangalore, it gives me a great joy. Okay, with that note, okay, what is the learning objective? Learning objective is identification of personal strength and weakness. Many of you had mentioned when I asked the expectation, you said that I wanted to know what are my strengths and what are my weakness. Okay, so that would be your learning objective. The end, we will do this the SWOT analysis writing exercise as well. Alexa will distribute the SWOT sheet to all of you. Okay, agenda. You had 6 quick points. What does it mean by self-awareness, sir? I don't understand, though I know what is self-awareness, but I don't have much knowledge about that. Don't worry, you learn it. In the bracket, I have put, in the bracket, I put what did I put in the bracket? I see you.
You see you.
You see you.
So there's a concept about I see you, you see you. I will share that. And everything, I'm telling you, everything in your life start with the self, which is you. From the session, after the session, I don't want you to complain, bicker about, say anything bad about anybody, your environment, your situation, your parents, or whatever it is. If you remember, what is my favorite philosophy? I said, if I will change, everything will change. So remember, everything starts with self. And the third point is why one need to work on awareness. Why one need to work? Life is going on only now. What is that? Why one need to work? Don't worry, you will have an answer. And SWOT analysis, we'll do that SWOT analysis. And also I'll be sharing a real life example and also the closing thought. By the way, in my teaching, generally what I do is that I don't read things from the book, what it is, the concept, but rather I share things out of my own experience. What happened in my life, what I've been practicing, and what are the benefits I got, and that's what I teach. So I'll be sharing a real life example and also a closing thought. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Self-awareness, a definition. I need a volunteer. Of course, I will be asking some of you volunteers just to come on, just read out and then mute yourself. I need a volunteer who would like to read this.
Good morning, sir.
You open your inner eye and see yourself inwardly.
Is that Atya?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, see, I can recognize your voice, Atya. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Atya, thanks for reading. And the simple definition, all I can say, I don't want to give a complex definition, guys. The self-awareness is nothing but you open your inner eye and see yourself inwardly. And it's quite complex. The concept, if you ask me, it's quite complex. How do one will start to see inward? And that's where the awareness comes into picture. When you bring awareness in your life, you will start to see inwardly. Majority of the people, 90% of the people look things outward. They don't get answer. But the moment you start looking inward, then that's where the magic happens. Yeah. I got a quick story. I'm just going to cut short in 2 minutes if I can cover that. How many are interested to hear a story? Yeah. Generally, I'm a good storyteller, by the way. Yeah, I share a lot of story, but in this section, I'm not sharing because it's the topics are different. It goes like this. Say, assume a guy who works in the IT, works in the night shift, came late from the work, around say two-ish in the early morning, and he was just staying alone because his roommate went to his natal. So he came around 2 a.m. and to his house. And the moment he parked his bike and then just took the staircase and then went to his apartment. He was staying in the first floor, and the moment he was about to take his key from his pocket and put it on the door, power cut had happened. And at the same time, he also dropped the key on the floor, and it's a pitch dark. Apparently, the key has a ball attached to it. So what happened was the key jumped and just rolled off. And he started to grope. He tried to find the key. Where it is, where it is, where it is. It's a pitch dark. You might ask, okay, sir, he might have his phone. He can use the charge, right? How many of you thought about that question? But apparently his phone was dead. So he was trying to look out for the key. And you know what? And he saw there was a light outside on the door, outside on the road. Good. Oh, there is a light on the road. Okay. Now what I'll do? I'll go and search the key outside because there is a light. He moved, he went to the road, he started looking for the key, and apparently during that time, there was a passerby was coming, and he was asking, Mr. Gentleman, is there anything that I can help you? No, sir, I'm fine. No, you can say me because it looks like it's already night and it's dark and you're trying to find something. Is there anything that I can help? And he explained everything. And then the guy asked, you said the key you dropped inside the house, I mean in your apartment, but you're looking out here? Yes. Why are you doing that? Because I saw there's a light and I was just thinking probably I might get my key there. The moral of the story is that most of the time we are trying to find the answer outside. This person, oh, you know what? This person can give me a solution. Oh, you know what? Can this person give me a solution? Oh, can this person fix my life? I'm telling you. Nobody else can come and fix the problem. Only you can do that. For that, you need to do, you got to open your inner eye. It's a long process. I'm trying to cut short. But how many of you like this story? I could explain it better. Just think, is there anything that you're trying to find the answer outside? That's a moral. Well, the next is ICU versus UCU. ICU stands for Intensive Care Unit. Someone is in a dangerous situation, they put them in the ICU. Why? The person needs to be monitored to make sure all their vitals, all their functions are happening properly so that the person can get back there. What? The four-letter word? Get there what? It starts with L and ends with E. What is that? So that the person can get back there?
Latent.
What's that?
Latent.
I couldn't hear you. The person can get back the life. Correct? Someone in the ICU, the treatment. Why he's in the monitor? Why? Because people are trying to get this life back. That is ICU. But I'm telling you, for you to get back your life, you got to do the thing called UCU. Make note of this. UCU. It's not ICU. It's UCU. In fact, this ICU is, you have to tell to yourself, I see you. Okay, now that's everybody. Take your right hand, take your right hand, yeah. Or rather, just take your index finger, and then point to yourself, and then I say, I see you, and say your name. If your name is Naina, I see you, Nayan. I see you, Sweta. I see you, Bindu. I see you, Kavya.
You see. Yeah.
Yeah. The reason is when you see you, you can unlock your latent potential. I started this process very long time ago. In fact, during my childhood, I started to see myself. I go to a quiet place. I said in my introduction, there is one habit, trying to spend time with the nature, I've been doing for 30 years. Yes, I said that. And that's how I started to see me inwardly, to connect myself. By the way, I'm more of a spiritual person than a religious person. Nature helped me to taught me many things, how to see myself. And now I've been doing it every day to see myself every day. The more you start to see yourself, you can unlock the hidden potential. How many of you want to unlock all your hidden potential, talent? How many of you? I'm telling you, all the students who are in the classroom has a huge potential in you. But when you start seeing this, you see you, and you'll be super surprised, because that's what exactly happened to me. I've unlocked various other hidden potential and talent. Because think about a guy who studied in a government school, man. Now I work with Americans. Do you think that's easy? I work with all the so-called IITians and IEMs are my managers. I work with them. Do you think that it just take nothing? It takes a huge thing, which is nothing but your potential. Yeah. Well, as I said, everything starts with self. Okay. If you see there's a self and there are various other arrows, if you can feel free to take a screenshot of this. Everything starts with self. Just take a screenshot of this. See, you on the green side, you see the self-awareness. I'm reading from self-reliance. So there is a self-reliance, there's a self-compassion, there's a self-awareness, and there's a self-respect. There's a self-identity, there's a self-control, there's a self-image. That's a very, very, very big thing, because I've worked very, very hard in building that so-called self-image. When I don't have, in a year, I used to have only 2 shirts. I've spent my 9th standard, 10th standard, 11th standard in just, include, yeah, the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, in just one pair of dress for the school. I had a very poor self-image, and self-actualization, and self-transcendence, self-confidence, self-reflection, self-efficacy, self-esteem, self-discipline, self-motivation, self-expression, self-concept. Self-concept is another very interesting aspect I'm learning these days. What does it mean by self-concept? Remember, everything happening around the self, yes or no? Which means your self is very, very important.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever thought there are so many self at all? First of all, we know. What are the things you know when it comes to self? Self-confident, you guys know. What are the other things you know when it comes to self?
Self-esteem, more self-reliance,
Self-hard work.
self-actualization, no?
Okay. So
Self-ability, sir.
oh, good. Yeah. So you know there are different aspects. Now you see there are so many aspects revolves around the self, which means you don't have any other option than working on the self. Sir, Alexa, you have there is a printout. I have requested to take a screenshot of this. Do you have that, sir? The grouping of, no, not that. There is one more. If you don't have, that's fine.
Aspects of the self.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yes, that's a sheet. So just feel free to just circulate that to the students so that they can take a look at that. So you can just see. I just prepared that document based on the emotions, right? Your mindset and beliefs. There are certain things revolve around the self. When it comes to this emotion and feeling, there are some. And when it comes to the awareness and growth, you see self-reflection, self-awareness, self-transcendence, self-actualization. You see here this awareness and growth. The growth happens only when you bring awareness, friends. Is it making sense to you guys? See, the growth can happen only when you bring the self-awareness. You see this green color, self-actualization, self-transcendence. You got to transcend from one state to another. Yeah, self-reflection. It's a beautiful concept. How do you reflect on you? Trust me, all the successful people, they take time to reflect on themselves. And that's part of my routine, either in the morning or in the night. I take 5 minutes every day to reflect on me. When I say reflect on me, it is like you go and stand in front of the mirror, and then you reflect what had happened, what other things happened today. Is there anything that I wanted to correct? Is there anything that I failed? I do that self-reflection. You know why they say lion is the king of the jungle? Because lion has one beautiful quality, that it does self-reflection. After it crosses miles, you know what? It just turn back and see the path where it had crossed, just to reflect. Oh, is the path is good? Is there any trap? So the point I'm trying to put forth here is everything start with what? I want students to say everything start with what?
Self.
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 Is it only about
Self.
girls and boys?
Self.
Shout out. Everything start with
Self.
what?
Self.
Self.
Yeah,
Self.
one more time. I need more energy. Everything start with what?
Self.
Good,
Self.
good. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. The other question, why one need to work on self-awareness? I asked this question, right? Sir, what is that? This self-awareness. That is not a very complex concept, sir. No problem, sir. My life is happening. Why to work on it? Correct? That's what people will ask. There is a 5 reason, guys. There's a 5 reason for that. At least you need to start work on your self-awareness. The first is for better outcome of your life. Make sure you're taking notes. Okay? For better outcome. Anything you do in your life, you got to get a better outcome. Yeah? And to realize your potential, what are you capable of? I never thought that I'm capable of doing whatever I'm doing now, of working with American clients. And I told you that I drive a sports car, and I live in a good house. I never thought about whether I have the potential to do all that. The moment I start to work on my self-awareness, I realize the real potential what I have. And third is for better results. Yeah, everything. You need better results, right? In your life. How many of you don't want better results in your life? Is there anybody in the audience? Is there anybody in the audience? Sir, no, I don't want better results, sir. I am okay, sir. Is there anybody? Okay, I'll change the question. How many of you want better results in your life? Can I see your hand?
We want better life.
Everyone wants better life.
That's my golden boys. Fantastic. Alexa, you know what? Your students bringing a lot of energy to the table. I'm loving it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, it is all your full bed rest training. After 3, 4, now they have totally come out.
Very nice, very nice. See, you're changing because you start to bring some awareness. Oh, you know what? This Arun person, he's coming and he's asking us to bring some energy. Huh? Okay, fine. Now you guys started to bring some energy, and you brought in that awareness in you. Yeah. And fourth is to achieve success. Yeah. How many of you don't want success in your life? Can I see your hand? Okay, now I'll change the question. How many of you want success in your life? Can I see your hand? See, everybody wants success. If you want success, you have no other option, friends, than bringing self-awareness in you. And the last is, it's very, very important, right? Yes or no? To become a better person, finally. Correct? Yeah, at least for this you need to work on your self-awareness. Yes. Now, this is an important aspect with SWOT analysis. I'm telling you, if you really want, okay, now we are in 2025. I do not know your age, assuming that you are in your 22s or 23s age, less than 25, I would say. When you turn 30, which is mean by 2030, 2030, the next 5 years, if you really wanted to build a new version of you, a new version of Nayana, new version of Atya, Yes, a new version of Srinivas, new version of Kavya. If you want to build a new version of you, I am telling you, if you can work on this SWOT analysis every year, nothing can stop you. Okay. By the way, it has two parts. And the two parts are nothing but you change your weakness to strength and you change your threat to opportunity. That's it. The problem really with the people is that they would not know what are their weakness and they do not know what are their strengths. And they don't see what are the threat I have in my life. What is the opportunity in front of me? They don't do. They don't do this, they don't do that. They'll ask only one thing: I want to be a successful person. Life will tell you, you are a fool. Life is not going to give you success if you don't work on this. I've started this journey roughly in 2011, I would say, 2011. And from there, it's more than 15, 16 years. Oh, 2009, if I'm not wrong, 2009, yeah. So 15, 16 years I've been doing this SWOT analysis every year. And the result is you are seeing it right now. I can give you dozens and dozens and dozens of examples how I have worked on this and how I change it. It could be my communication. It could be the way I dress, the way it's the way how I carry. It is my language. It's the way how I was writing mail. Is the way how I was staying in a house. Is the way how I was building the mental pattern. It's the way how I was having all these negative thoughts. It's all about the mental paradigm. What I was having in my mind. Everything. I changed. Is that all? Absolutely no. Now I've started to work on different areas in my life because I wanted to create a new version of me. Why? Because life is all about, the definition of life according to me is, write this down if you like it. It's all about you evolve. It's all about you evolve. If you're not evolving, I'm telling you, you're not progressing. Yes or no? If you are not evolving, you're not progressing. And that evolve process happens only when you bring self-awareness, guys. Is it making some sense to you? Are you able to follow what I teach? Are you able to follow what I teach? Can I see your hand rise? Yeah? Good, thank you. Thank you for being with me. As I said, you change your weakness. See, the weakness you got to measure. You got to measure the weakness and change that to strength. I can talk about this various other examples. What were my weaknesses? I was not able to open up and speak. I was not able to buy a bicycle. That was my weakness. I was having a poor self-image. I was feeling so low self-esteem. I was having fear in my heart. How will I strive and thrive in my life? Will the life get doomed? And there were days where I was sitting and crying. But I didn't stop with that, guys. I started to work on my weakness and I changed that to strength. And I want each and every one of you to identify your weakness. Your weakness could be whatever I said. The low self-esteem you have, the low self-confidence you have. You're not able to understand the concept, or you're not able to quickly grasp things. You're too bad in your time management, or you're eating too much, or you're being lazy. That's your weakness. Or you're spending too much time on the phone. That's your weakness. Correct? It could be anything. The beauty is, in life, every other weakness, every other weakness, you can change that to strength. Yeah. The second aspect to it is that it's all about the threats. By the way, if you don't have threats in your life, then it's not a life. Your life, if you're living, you have threats. The beauty is every other threats you have, you can change. You can change that threat towards, make that as a opportunity. How many of you really interested to change the threats what you have to opportunity? How many of you? How many of you? Everybody wants. The reason is the opportunities are galore. Galore mean it's plenty. But the problem is that we are not, I told you, right? We are not seeing the threat. Also, you're not seeing the where is the threat? Where is the opportunity? We are not doing that process. And that's where the SWOT analysis comes into picture. Okay. I will give a quick example of how I change my threat into the opportunity. With that, I'll just move to the exercise. Well, when I was crossing the 19 years of experience, and then on the 20 years of experience, I was in India by then. There's a threat to your job, which means when you're progressing, then there is a reorg happens, organization level, they take decision, and there was typically the threat would happen at any stage. There is a threat of a problem. Though I was already heading a different department where hundreds of people are reporting to me. I was reporting to my boss, who's at the vice president level. It's all good. But when I was just thinking, oh, what would happen down the line, the next 3 years, 5 years, will there be a threat to my job? Yeah. Oh, then I was thinking, oh, probably, yeah, because the landscape is changing. So I need to start identifying the threat and to convert threat into opportunity. Then what I did, I started to understand what is the landscape, the job market landscape is changing, what are the new trending technologies coming in, and how I should upskill. So what I did, I just invested close to some 4.5 to 5. It is 4 to 4.5 lakh, not 5 lakh, but 4 to 4.5 lakhs. I took loan and I invested, I studied and day and night. I used to work till after the work, I sit and study till 2 a.m. And I did a lot of upskill. That's why you see there is so many degree and the accreditation against my name, right? Those are the degrees and the accreditation I was able to acquire. And what happened? When I finished that, the course, the learning, the upskilling I did, and my boss saw that, hey, Arun, looks like you have done this. And we have an opportunity, the opportunity not here, but in the US. That's why I'm here in the US now. And you see me, you see the picture? How nicely I'm just laughing. Yay! And those are amazing clients, amazing people. They're the best minds. Happen to work with them. The reason why I'm sharing this is that we're working on a project, and the project was successful, and they hosted a dinner. The client hosted a dinner, and we went to an Italian restaurant on that day. I changed my thread into opportunity, and now, by God grace, I've completed my 22nd year in the IT. It is all about a simple example how I foresaw the thread and I changed that into opportunity. Now I work with directors, assistant ADs, associate directors, and also in dotted line with VPs. Guys, you can identify the threat, what you have in your life. The moment when you start working on it, you can turn that to opportunity. Okay. Yeah, learning activity. Okay, so it's just, I'm going to quickly run through. So it's a 4-step process. Okay, I'll just quickly run through. You may not do it now, but yeah, sir, you can feel free to just circulate that paper to all the students. Yeah. So it's just 4-step process. Identify your top 3 strengths and improve it. Identify your top 3 weakness and work on it to turn that to your strength. I will give you some instruction how you need to work on the SWOT. Okay, and third is identify your top 3 opportunities, okay, and enhance or leverage it fully, and identify your top 3 threats and have to turn that. That's called SWOT. It should be SWTO, but SWOT, instead of SWOT, they're calling it as SWOT. Right? Strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat, and then turn that into opportunity. Okay, I hope everybody got the sheet, the SWOT analysis sheet. Yeah, what I will, sir, I can send you. Oh, you have the soft copy. You can just share the soft copy with the students. So it's just going to, they need to do, yeah, they need to work on it every year. So take a printout, just go to a printout shop, or just take 10 copies every year. Every year you need to work on this SWOT. Identify the 3 strengths, identify the weakness, opportunity, and threat. I will give you 10:45. The time is 10:45. I have another 5 more minutes. Within that, I should be able to wrap it. And then we go to the water break. Everyone got your SWOT sheets? Yes? Okay. I'll give you an example. Because taking this SWOT exercise, I want you to do a deep dive. So after the session, later today, or you can do that in your classroom or go to your home and do it. I'll give you how you need to do this. Identifying a strength. It's so simple. Think of what are the good things about you people are giving compliment. Those are your strengths. For example, hey, I'm just picking a Swati. Do you have Swati? Or I'm picking Teja or Srinivas. Srinivas, I feel you're very good in time management, Srinivas. Oh, Teja, you know what? You are very good in grasping things so fast. Nayana, you're so good in the way how you carry yourself. You're so good. Adya, I really admire you. You keep your time so good. Kavya, I didn't expect that you have a beautiful handwriting. By looking at your handwriting, I was so amazed. See, when people are giving some compliments to you, those are your strengths. I am sure you would get some or other compliment. Yes or no? If you say no one is giving compliments, or what do I do? Then you need to work on your strength. Oh, by the way, it's a TH. This is a small typo. And so you need to identifying what are my strengths. You are good in arranging things. You are good in time management. You are good in handwriting. You are good in focusing. See, Atya is she's a good example of focus. She's so focused. And Atya's strength is that she volunteers. She likes to come forward. Correct? That's her strength. Correct? Identify those strengths and enhance that. Improvise it. If I have to come, if I'm dressing up nicely, read. I used to read a lot of various other Vogue magazine, the fashion magazine. So you might have seen all the 5 sessions. I was carrying differently. I was carrying in a different color combination because I have that's something I wanted to improvise. Correct? And the weakness. Oh, you know what? I'm not able to talk in front of people. I have this fear in me. Oh, I could not think about my future. I am so lazy. You will be able to find many weaknesses. Yes or no? Correct? So the laptop is turned off, I guess. So identify those weaknesses. You can write that down. You guys can do that exercise after because it might need more time. If it is a half a day workshop, 1 day workshop, I could give you half an hour time for you to work, and I could ask someone to come and read. I would give you how you can improvise it, but in a very high level, this is what it is. Moving on to the 4th point, the threats. The threats is job market is changing. And what are the dream job you're looking out for? The opportunity might go low, or the threat could be financially you might face a problem, or the threat could be you have some weakness, physical weakness. That could be your strength because you could not focus on it. Are you guys with me? Okay. Are you following me what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. A threat could be physically you're weak. You know what? I have to travel a long time. I don't know what will happen. Someone is ill at your family. Someone is supporting you. are not going to support you. So these are the different threats and opportunities. Even the session what we are talking, it's opportunity for you to improve you, correct? And use it fully. Oh, this guy is coming. I see. I'm following Alexa's status. There are a bunch of other series of session. Someone from the hotel Vasant Bhavan was there, and there's one of the HOD from Jim University was there. You guys took part in the mannequin contest. You guys went for the industrial visit in Triado. I know everything. See, those are your opportunities. Go and leverage it. Okay, so you have to do this exercise. You can do it later time because you need to apply your thinking. Since we have lesser time, I'm moving to the you can do that later. Yeah, but did you understood the concept of how does a SWOT analysis has to be done? Alfred, my brother, are you able to understand how the SWOT analysis has to be done, brother?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Good smile. Thank you
I
for
am
that.
blessed. I am blessed that way, Alfred. Yeah, we came to the close.
Sure.
We came,
Thank you, sir.
yeah, we came to the closing part. I need a volunteer who can read this, what you have, what you see here.
Transformation is self-awareness, willingness to take responsibility for your own life.
May I know your name, ma'am? Your voice seems to be new to me.
Meena.
Meena, see,
Meena, sir.
your voice. Oh, by the way, Meena, this is the first time I'm hearing your voice. You have a nice, beautiful voice, Meena.
Thank
But
you,
all
sir.
this, but all this session, you were keeping quiet, Meena. But I'm happy, at least in this session, you came forward and if I'm going to ask any other volunteer, I want every other person who has not opened their mouth. Okay, I don't want Atya, Naina, Kavya. I don't want the regular guys, regular folks. I want boys. Srinivas, I want you to open up. I'm not hearing you. Okay? Yeah. So transformation begins with self-awareness and the willingness to take responsibility for your life. Can there be a better closing thought? If you're really looking out for a transformation in your life, guys, it begins with one and only the self-awareness. Who you are, what you are. Guys, a simple example on self-awareness, the guy who's boozing, okay, assume he just drank so much and he was just walking on the road. Do you think that he's in the awareness? He walks like that, right? By the way, I don't booze, huh? I don't booze. I'm a teetotaler. I don't smoke. I have a very, very strict regimen to take care of my body and health. So that guy is not having self-awareness. Or someone is getting anger. That person is not having self-awareness. Someone is so lazy. That person not having self-awareness. Why I'm so lazy? So if you are looking out for some transformation in your life, guys, I want you to just start bring the self-awareness. And all the more important is that willingness to take responsibility for your own life. I am telling you, only you can take that responsibility. Nobody else, not your friend, not your parent, not your mama, not your uncle, nobody else. One and only you need to take that responsibility. Okay, what did we learn today? We learned what is self-awareness, ICU, UCU, and everything start with self. We saw the diagram and why one need to work on the awareness. 5 different points for better result, better outcome, for success, and then to become a better person. And then we talked about the SWOT analysis, converting your weakness to strength, and then threat to opportunity. And I shared a real life example how I've identified the threat and I changed that opportunity by upskilling. And right now I am in a different state where I cannot explain you the things what I undergo. Okay. And the closing thought I shared that if you're looking out for transformation, it would start with the self-awareness and the willingness to take responsibility of your life. Okay. With that, I wanted to congratulate you, and also I would just stop the recording.